Hello everyone, and welcome to Verdict Zero's walkthrough of the game City of Heroes. This is part 6, and we will be doing the story arc that Flux gives you. Now, Flux is in the Hollows. If you go back to my previous episode, we talked to Officer Wincott and get the info to go to Flux. Now, Flux is a really cool guy. He has really good missions, so I definitely recommend tying to him. He's pretty much a former outcast gone hero. He's a good guy now. So arrest some outcasts. Now he hates them, so he's like, okay, go kick their asses because I hate them so much. And we're like, okay. So if you notice, I have a pretty big team because this mission is his story arc is pretty fun, and the more people you have, the funner it is. So if you notice, I got my shin breaker right here. Bam! Right in the shin. Beat the crap out of him. Right there. Ooh. And we're like, okay, let's go back to our buddy there, Flux. So a little bit about our team buildup. We have 3 brutes, 2 defenders, a dominator, and a tanker. Now the tanker is the most, as we went before in the character customization. He is the best archetype for damage mitigation. So he's going to be our meat shield pretty much. The defenders are going to keep us buffed and healed and stuff like that. And us brutes are just going to be doing damage. And the dominator is a crowd control kind of tune that will lock down our opponents. Now, a little backstory about the outcasts. They're rivals with a group called the Trolls, which we have fought before, just briefly. And now, so the backstory is that the outcasts and the Trolls have gang wars, pretty much, for the superdine drug. And also same thing with the Hellions and the Skulls. If you go back to my previous episodes, we talk about how the Hellions are thugs and the Skulls are thugs in King's Row, and they kind of dominate the area. So let's get going here. We got some aggro right off the bat. We got our good healer here, so we shouldn't be dying very much. This ogre is a boss, and one of his effects is getting rock armor. And now the rock armor, the stone armor, is very resistant against smashing and lethal damage, which once again is like punching, kicking. If you have a sword, it's cutting. If you have bullets, it's shooting. It's the most abundant source of damage in this game. And sometimes you can get, deflected, have stuff bounce off of you. So just have to keep that in mind, and it'll be all good. I apologize in advance if I sometimes forget what I'm saying or stop in mid-sentence, because I'm trying to read what these people are saying at the same time while commentating. So again, about the Trolls, their main attack is super strength. That's their primary. So if you just have a lot of smashing and lethal resistance, like invulnerability does, then you should be fine. Now I don't know exactly where Nuke Zero is, but I think we got a couple levels going on here. So Shin Breaker right in the face. Now, if you are playing a Street Justice set, you always want to use Shin Breaker as one of your first attacks because it decreases their damage resistance and their damage output. Now, if you notice up here real quick, my endurance is very low. When this happens, so you're running out of endurance, you just ran out of endurance. The blue bar under your green health bar shows how much endurance you currently have. Using powers costs endurance, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so pretty much it gives you tips on how to save your endurance. These are my tips. Okay, pace your shots pretty much. If you start running low on endurance, back up, let it heal back, and then do it. Or just use your least endurance using attack. Like, for example, this one is my initial strike. My little 2 punches that I do all the time, that's my least tiring attack. Another tip is to use Brawl more, because Brawl doesn't use any endurance. It still does damage, so I don't think it doesn't. And that's good. So let's go. This guard ward. Guard wards are lieutenants. Once again, they're most with super strength. Pretty much these bosses repeat and whatnot, so there's no real point. Oh, this is called an ambush. When you see quotes and when you see enemies running towards you, that's called an ambush. Jump out of nowhere, try to kill you, the usual shit, like in every RPG. Oh no, our Dr. Foster over there, which is our healer, is gonna die soon, so I better pick up the pace with this aggro. The tanker I don't think is doing very well because the tanker doesn't have his taunt move. Okay, taunt is the best move you could have for a tanker. It taunts the enemies, pulling the aggro on the tanker and away from all the teammates. So let's keep punching this Caliban. Oh, that did quite a bit of damage. This. Level up. There we go. Level 11. Now I got my boosts, and remember, when you level up and when you get your boosts, you want to kill as much as you can. I'm kind of gonna go alone right now because these power-ups are very, very good. And since I'm a brute, I can handle myself. So I'm just gonna try to go rogue here real quick. Try to see how much I can pick off without my teammates needing my help. So it's time to do some stuff here. Punching in the shins, kneeing everyone, getting combos. I forgot to turn off my super jump. Let's check the map real quick. Always check your map. Your map is going to be your best friend everywhere, obviously, because it's a map. I don't know what this person's doing. Oh, and you could just close this bar. That's unnecessary. I understand that can get in the way. That bar right there, that little arrow to the side, it just shows what powers and what inspirations your teammates have on. Sometimes you might want to have it on, but usually you don't really need to. It also shows when you're in different zones, it shows what zone the person's in, so you know where to go. Go. The reason I like being a brute is because you always deal out constant, huge amounts of damage. So, I enjoy being a brute. Let's get away from all that. It's pretty hard to see with all the fire everywhere and all that. So, let's see. Okay. We got our little Gragnor. His name is Gragnor. He seems like a badass. Let's go. When you have a good team, you really don't have to worry about it. If you have a good team set up, like obviously, if you have 7 or 8 brutes, you're just going to plow through it damage-wise, but you're not going to have much support. If you're going to have a lot of blasters, you're also going to plow through it, because blasters are heavy amounts of DPS. But if you have a whole team of defenders, then you might want to consult a doctor, because that could be very bad for you. Because, you kind of need stuff like that. Okay, so we're done with that mission. Let's check our contacts. Oh, we can call them on the second mission. That's good. Stop the outcast raid on the troll cave. We will do that. Defeat gang leaders and crews. So we're going to be fighting trolls and outcasts. So we're going to go down here. always when you're one of our guys is gonna go. When you're in the hollows, be wary of these big gaps, because in these big gaps live rock monsters called pomacites, minions of Igneous. And you want to be careful, because those things will kill you. So whenever you're traveling in the hollows, unless you absolutely need to for a mission, don't go down into those trenches, because you will die. You will die. Okay, we're just kind of waiting for our friends to get here. But let's scout out the area real quick. Also, a fun little thing while we're waiting, you do have emotions in this game. You can click on this little button, and you can have multiple emotions. Like, for example, you like music? Well, there you go. You can pull out a boombox and start rocking out. Everyone's all like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm rocking out, man. Calm down. Now, as a brute, you kind of want to have a similar role as the tank, because the brute, second to the tank, has the most health. So, if there's no tank on your team and you're a brute, you want to be the tank. Okay, let's keep going. Down the hill, over here. We need to disarm 2 bombs. Defeat the gang leaders and disarm bombs. This seems like a little bit of a match, so I'm going to use some inspirations here. And this guy. Okay, now, usually you don't want to do this alone, especially when you're a low level. As you see, I'm getting knocked around a lot. Good thing my teammates were not so far behind me, and I was able to do that. But in the future, don't be reckless like me. Think things through, because there's a penalty for dying. And when I die, I will explain it. In fact, actually, I'll explain it right now. When you're level 10 and higher, there's a penalty for dying. The penalty is you get experience stepped, which means that for, like, however many experience points, depending on your level, like 100 or 200 or 200 or whatever experience points, you have depth, which means you would need to, while getting experience, you would need to pay off that depth. So, let's say you have 200 points of experience depth. You would need to get 400 points of experience to pay it off. So, pretty much, you get half your XP that you would normally get until you pay off the debt. So it's quite annoying when you're leveling up, which is why you don't want to do that. My stamina's pretty low, but it's okay because I got an inspiration. So remember, always use your inspirations. They are going to be your friends and your lifesavers in the long run, especially when you're punching multiple trolls in the face like a boss. At low levels, it's quite normal for your endurance to be running out. That's why you use the brawl power, which is number 4 in my power tray, a little gray looking punch thing. So just remember to use that and you'll be fine. One thing I want to go over again is the power rest, which is what me and Malice over here are doing. When your stamina is low or your health is low, always rest. It's good. See, it says immobilized, if only affecting self. That means that you're only getting affected, and obviously immobilized means you can't move. So I'm good to go. I have a full XP. Usually also when your stamina is running low, turn off your sprint and turn off other inherent powers or travel powers. Okay, so we got this guy named Magma. This is a troll brawl right here. So let's Malice and I are gonna intervene on this little session. So let's kill some troll. Goal war. And look, there's a glowy. Whenever there's a glowy, you always want to be the guy to disarm it. because you might get an experience bonus sometimes, or an influence bonus, or anything else like that. So, oh, he stunned me. Notice up top right here, this is status effects that affect you. So if you're stunned, your face will get all dizzy, and maybe sometimes you'll wobble. I'm just so badass that I don't even need to wobble. Let's go kill the brick now. Bam. Bam. He's deflecting it because of the stupid stuff. So whenever they have that armor on, try to single out other enemies, because they will be very, very hard to attack. Because their resistance will be very high up there. Their defense will be very high up there. So you usually just want to pick on other people while their thing runs out. And there we go. He ran out of his armor, so let's beat him senseless. Not so tough without that armor on, are you? You brick. Bam. Bam. And bam. And those guys take care of that and level up. Level 12. Good job. Let's go and use our power-ups to our advantage. Let's try to single out a boss in here. Usually when you have your power-ups, you want to feel like you're doing the most for your team, which means killing the bosses, killing the harder guys first. Oh, that was a waste. Okay, there we go. There is our ogre. His defenses are no match for our power-up, so we can easily burst through his armor. Good. There we go. The most similar power set, I must say, to Street Justice is Super Strength, and it's obviously available to everyone, because everyone loves Super Strength, and the developers got that one right. And, yeah, okay, so big cave. So when you're in a cave system and you got these big dugout things, there's usually an objective in here, or a boss in here, or something else in here. Oh, wow. Good thing I have a healer, because I would have died there. You hear that little celebration sound? People leveling up everywhere. Love it. It's music to my ears. This is going to be my longer episode, because, I mean, this story arc is quite amazing, quite fun, and I definitely recommend doing this for everyone who plays this game. Even when you're high level and you come back to it, it's just so fun. I just love it. I always like fighting trolls and outcasts, because they're pretty predictable, and two, they just look funny. It's always fun to fight these enemies. They're not annoying. That's the most important part. When you get to those later high levels, the enemies don't become stronger, they just become more annoying. They have more abilities, like maybe confusing you or scaring you so much that you're so terrified you can't move, and it's just annoying. These guys are just all brute strength and very easy. So we're gonna rummage through this stuff. Usually when you have rubble, there's money in there or something. There we go. I found a page from a strange diary, and I gained 106 influence. So I was right, there was money in there, which is very good. Check my enhancements. I got a couple enhancements there. Ooh, I got a good healing enhancement, so I'm gonna put that in my dull pain. Very good healing enhancement. So let's go this way. Now, on the map, you see that white little star. If there's a last objective, and most of the enemies or all of the enemies have been defeated, that is where you would go to get the objective. Now, we see our buddy, who's that? Malice? Malice is a beast. He's carrying this team on his back right now. He's a beast mode. He's being a very good tank. And, see, there's these guys, and then there's the bomb right there in that little lower right-hand corner. Well, now it's right in front of me. So let's quickly get rid of these folk. Also, when you're interacting with the glowy, you can get interrupted. So don't move. And if you get hurt, or there's people about, just kill the people around the glowy first and then get it. That way it'll be better. Malice has a giant axe. That's a halberd, pretty much. Giant battle axe. So, mission's completed. You can press the exit button to leave into the hollows once more. Next mission will be hit the streets and take out a few outcasts. So just get a bit more info from these outcast folk. And we'll be off. Those are not the outcasts. I'm gonna go train because I'm an even level. I can get a new power. And I am going to do that while my teammates are defeating some outcasts. Oh no, we lost a person. Who did we lose? Oh, we lost the person. The chroma person. Let's see if he didn't say anything. Nope. I'm gonna try to look for him. Chromaxis, there we go. Let's invite him. And we can invite Trainwreck also, because we have an extra spot. So let's go. The maximum of the team is 8. The reason I want 7 is because I'm saving it from a friend. Let's go do that. Train up to next level. And now I have this stuff, which is very, very good. Very good indeed. Now, as a brute, my priority is dealing out damage, but it's also being resistant, because like I said, if there's no tank on the team, people are going to expect you to be the tank. And to me, I always think that defense is more important. So I'm going to get resist elements, which will make me more resistant to elements. That's a shocker. And yeah, and I'll be able to take fire damage, ice damage, stuff like that. Take out FrostFire. There we go. There's that mission. This is like the crown jewel of this mode. Oh, our friend is online, so let's invite him. I'm going to reset this mission. Going to reset. Going to reset this mission, which means to reset it to the people, to the amount of people. Because, like, for example, if you have 6 people and you set a mission and then 2 more people join, you'll still be fighting the enemies as if it was 6, and it'll be too easy. We got a good team going here, but we're just going to telling my friend to hurry his fat butt onto here. He's a good defender, which is a reason why I want him to join. I'll take out some trollkins while we're waiting. Let's sweeping cross. Ooh, triple kill. Let's go. The main healing class is called Empathy. Empathy is what Dr. Foster right there has. It's the best healing class in the world, so I always do that. Well, I guess... No, hold on, let me check this. I don't know. Okay, so I guess he's not coming. That's his fault. We're going to do FrostFire. Okay, let's go. So like I said, this is the crown jewel of this story arc. Very important story arc. A lot of experience. A big amount of enemies. And it's just great. You can level 2 to 3 times in this one mission easily. Which is what we're going to do. Now, there are going to be some powers that are auto, which are these powers right here that I don't toggle myself. They're always on. They're not as effective as the toggle powers, but they're always on. So they don't cost any endurance at all, which is good. So, we are going to go and do this stuff once everyone gets in here. In the meantime, I'll just, boom, box it up. This guy's pretty cool looking. Alright, there we go. Let's get in on this. Bam. This can get pretty hectic, guys, so hold on to your pantaloons so we can get on going. Alright, so now we have 2 brutes and 2 tankers. So the aggro is going to be shared between those 2. And we have a crowd control guy who is very excellent at his job right now, and we have a healer. This is a pretty good team. You don't really need anyone else in this team. Just a few more DPS can make it go faster, but it's not necessary. Let's do this. While we're fighting, I'm going to talk about some side effects, some cool powers that you might be noticing. One cool power is electricity. Now, my friend is actually going to be an electric blaster. The side effect for every electric attack in this game, no matter what kind of archetype you are, it always drains endurance. It always drains stamina. It always drains stamina. And that means that the enemy can't use their attacks, just like it means how we couldn't be able to use our attacks if we had our endurance drained. So the effects apply to both people and enemies. And if you're a PvP kind of player, this game also has PvP. Just, in my opinion, I think the PvE aspect of it is very well designed. Has a good design feature to it. So I enjoy playing the PvE aspect of it more, because you make friends, and you can also slide on the sides, be all like, woo, super slider. Oh yeah. So let's we got ourselves a brick, shocker, and a match. This is one of the reasons why I picked that resist elements, because I knew we were going to be fighting fire and ice and electric powers. I just knew it. So moving on, fire is just a lot of DPS, a lot of damage over time, because you set people ablaze, like our Dominators do it here. If you see the green rings of fire around everyone. And ice, obviously, slows people down, and also sometimes reduces their defense or evasiveness. I'm going to say that for the first couple of episodes, because some people still don't understand. Defense refers to how well you can dodge, and resistance refers to how much you can take. For example, in vulnerability, it's a resistance-based defensive class. So it's not, I don't dodge very much, as you see, I just take a lot of hits. I'm able to take a lot of punches before I get killed, which is very, very good. And then there's a defensive set, which is like super reflexes, which is self-explanatory. You have reflexes that are super, and you dodge everything. because you're a superhero. That is pretty much it. Big room. Big rooms are always fun, no matter what you do. See, we got an Outcast Torch who has fire attacks. We got an Outcast Crusher who has rock attacks, stone attacks. Outcast Cooler who is ice. A Brick is a lieutenant of the Outcast Crusher. Shocker who is electric. I was thinking of who the minion was. Outcast Charger. There we go. That was the Lieutenant Outcast Charger. And there we go. Leveled up again. So I kind of want to run through this now. See what we can do. Got some stuff going on here. Some corner banging. And no, I don't mean banging as in having sex. I mean banging as in corner banging. There we go. We got a couple guys here. Let's take care of them. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Bitch. Hurries. Outcast Torch ain't got nothing on us. Aw, yeah. Unlock the last door. Okay, but right after I, beat these guys. Always keep an eye on your powers. Notice how, I've noticed that my inspirations are gone. I've noticed that my dull pain, which is my heal, is gone. So I'm taking it a bit slowly. I'm not running into every single mob I see. I kind of, right there, I kind of waited for my teammates, which is what you should do. Always check your top right display to see how your health's doing, how your endurance is doing. Because if your endurance runs out, all your toggles, all your defensive powers, and all of that, they're going to drop. And if you're in the middle of a fight when that happens, then you're going to have no defense, no resistance against anything at all. So you want to always be careful about that. Let's get in on some of this yumminess. I feel like I'm going to be overwhelmed here, so I'm using some more inspirations. Better safe than sorry, because I don't want to die and then have to do all that stuff. Bam. Bam. And kablamo in the face. Now, when you have a big group of people, you don't really need to coordinate, because in this game what I love about it is that mostly everybody knows what they're doing. Even if they're new, even if they're starting out, mostly people know what they're doing, which is very good. So, you don't, it's kind of just chemistry, like, it's common sense. If you're a defender and you see your tanker dying, you're like, oh, maybe I should heal him. So you do. I mean, it's all just playing the game. You're just playing the game, getting good at your role, learning your character, learning his weaknesses, learning his, abilities, being able to execute everything perfectly, and without, reminder of your teammates. Like if you're a defender, which I know it's hard to play as a defender, I can't really do it well. I need to be in there punching stuff, but if you're more of a sit back, kind of help your team kind of guy, then if you're a defender, then you gotta learn how to, react to your team's responses. Like you gotta keep looking, see if they're need healing or not, stuff like that. So, boom, bam, 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 brick, shocker, and torch. Yeah, he's done. Origin-specific enhancements. You just got... Okay, I'm actually going to read this because this is pretty important. You just got your first Origin-specific enhancement. Origin-specific enhancements are more powerful than training enhancements, which are the regular enhancements that I've used a bit already. But they are specific to one or two origins. Origin-specific enhancements are typically called dual origin or single origin enhancements, depending on the type. You cannot use an origin-specific enhancement from an origin that's other than your own. So, pretty much, the origin that you pick in the beginning of the game, for me, for example, it's magic. It also affects what kind of enhancements you get. Don't worry, everyone still gets all their damage and accuracy and health enhancements and all that. It just depends how they look, pretty much. That's the only reason, and what kind of store you got to go to. So, for example, I have a couple of dual origin enhancements. These are shared between the mutation origin and the magic origin. I'm magic, so I could use those, but I don't need to. When selling enhancements, the prices go like this. First, it goes training origin enhancements, which are your regular, normal enhancements that you get all the time. Your dual origin enhancements come next. They're more expensive, better to sell because you get more money. And then come your single origin enhancements that are very, very, very good to sell. You get a bit of money for that. And we can go over that later when I start using dual origins a bit more. Nothing over there. I was just checking if there were enemies. See if I am truly sorry about the static that sometimes happens. I don't understand why it is happening that randomly. I'll try to see if I can figure it out and keep it on minimum, because I understand that is annoying. I can hear the static too, so don't get grouchy at me for that, because I will fix that. That's Crusher. Dang, that was a strong attack by that person. Oh, he just messed him up. He is using a crossing sign as his weapon. That's very legit. Damn. Let's use some luck. You definitely learn how to craft inspirations while fighting. Also, multitasking is very important in this game, and will help you out a lot if you learn how to do it successfully. Unlocking the last door. Ooh, a bit of people here. That guy is really good at tanking. We're really good at beating people in the shins. Damn. Oh, missed. Gosh darn it. So, a lot of stuff does go on in this game, so it's kind of hard to see it sometimes. Even I sometimes have trouble seeing it. Cool thing with this mission, though, is... Oh, no, my enhancements are full. Let's try to see if we can use an enhancement. Oh, we can use that. We can put it in sprint. I can use accuracy and damage gauntlet. Increase the damage of attack power. We will do that, sir. Thank you very much for those enhancements. We have destroyed an altar. I think there was a boss here. Not sure if they already killed him or not, but you never know. Now, our buddy here, our empathy dude, has his aura, his recovery aura, which is just amazing. This green power right here, the recovery aura, makes you pretty much never lose your endurance. So that is another reason why empathy people are freaking amazing. Get out of this shithole. There we go. Boom. Come on. Why do I always miss with that? Bam, 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 and kabam in the face. Lock the last door. This place looks fun. Whoa, slidey. These are cool. It's like a half pipe ice. Literally, I remember the first time I came in this mission, I spent like 5 minutes just sliding back and forth on this half pipe. I can do it right now, actually. Let's go. Oh, I fell off. Woo! What's up, guys? Wanna ride the half pipe with me? Woo! You can also jump up there from the half pipe. Let's go ride the half pipe while punching people. Bam. That's where you going. That was pretty legit. I just jumped off an ice half pipe. Half pipe. Why can't I say that word? Yeah, what the hell is a half pipe? Or pipe? Well, whatever. Screw it. It's ice. Just leave it at that. That sounded pretty painful, but mine was sounded even more painful. Bam! Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Going. Outcast cooler. Outcast cooler. I'm about to level, and then these guys are just gonna be a joke. I should have raised the difficulty. Outcast charger, doing it all over again. I am the main damage dealer in this lobby, which makes me feel special. I love doing damage. I love feeling like I do the most damage on a team. Because then I feel strong. I feel incredibly strong. Nothing here. Let's go and unlock the last door, which is behind all this ice, over here. Oh, a lot of AoE right here. If I had my AoE attack, I'd be getting a lot of kills right now. There we go. Oh, now these guys are green. Now this is just too easy. I can solo all of these people. I literally take away all their health in one hit. I am the only one doing triple-digit damage, which I find quite funny. If we have another brute here that should be doing more damage than he is, but that's his problem. We're strong, he's not. There we go. So as you can see, this is a pretty long mission, even with me leveling up and everyone being high level and easily killing stuff and all that. It's still very, very long and fun mission. Definitely level worthy. Oh, Keystone. Okay, Keystone is a mini boss in here. He's like, I'm gonna guard FrostFire with my life, and then we killed him. So he's not very successful at his job. I think he should get fired. My endurance is quite low. Let's get in on this. Also, let's get some damage going. Cool recipe. Well, like I said, don't pay attention to the recipes falling out. That doesn't mean anything. That will be covered later. If you already know what I'm talking about, great. And if you don't, well, watch some of my later videos after this. My enhancements are full again. And don't know what I'm going to delete this. I don't need to use this anymore. That's too low level. That's too low level. That's pretty low level. So Heart of the Sea. And there we go. There's the cutscene. That's the main boss, FrostFire. I thought too the world was simple. Yeah, it's simple. Shut up, you moron. Oh, fuck. My point being, I learned the hard way that life isn't that simple. They have cool shirts. They really do have cool shirts. I'm envious of their shirts. FrostFire is... He can control fire and ice, which makes him really, really fun to play against. Let's get through the group of thugs here. There we go. Let's go in here. Oh wow, some glitchiness going on in there. This sliding and punching at the same time. 30 BA. Badass. Bam. There's FrostFire. In there, I think. Yep, there he is, FrostFire. And he's an elite boss. He is an elite boss, which means he is a little bit different than a regular boss. He has special powers, or he has some special connection with a group or something. He's just, that just makes him have a little bit more health. He's no stronger than a regular boss, but he just has more health. And there we go! We have defeated FrostFire. We have received reward merits for completing this story arc. And we are in a shitstorm right now of fire and ice and electricity and stone, which does not sound so cool compared to those. And there's just everything here. And I'm just sliding and punching and sliding and breaking shins and having so much fun playing this game. Definitely recommend this game. If you're watching this and you're like, I should probably get this game, you definitely should get this game. Play with me, and you can be in my YouTube videos as well as all these other people, all these other beautiful people. Now, I did have the potential to level up one more time, but I didn't get to do it. So, good job, guys. We have done it. That was fabulous. That's an incredibly long episode. Can't wait to see how long this episode is. Very long, though. So we're gonna contact Flux, say that we kicked FrostFire's ass, get some money, get an enhancement, and be introduced to Julius the Troll, who is going to be our next contact. Thank you guys for watching, and I bid you adieu.